For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes may not perish, but may have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. If you're familiar with Jesus, you've likely come across his renowned teaching of the Golden Rule, to treat others as you would like to be treated. However, this principle finds its roots in a much broader concept that was expressed by Jesus, and it encapsulates the essence of all of life: to love God and love your neighbor as yourself. But the term love in English poses a challenge, as it can span from affection for a family member to the fondness for chicken wings. And of course, this poses potential confusion and misunderstanding. And so, to grasp Jesus' intended meaning, we have to turn to the languages that he used. The phrase, love your neighbor, it originates from the Hebrew scriptures using the word ahava. Jesus, however, spoke Aramaic, a language that is admittedly close to Hebrew, but the word for love in Aramaic is ramah. And then as Jesus' teachings begin to spread globally, his followers translated them into Greek, employing the word agape. Now, it might be interesting to think about the fact that the earliest followers of Jesus, responsible for writing the New Testament in Greek, they didn't exactly consult ancient dictionaries to find and define the word agape. Instead, they sought insight from Jesus' own teachings and his life, and it completely reshaped their understanding of love. Jesus emphasized the paramount importance of loving God. He quoted the ancient Torah prayer, the Shema, to do so. Simultaneously, he highlighted another commandment to love your neighbor as yourself. And when he was asked which one is more crucial, which one is more important, Jesus simply responds affirmatively, both, emphasizing the fact that loving God and loving your neighbor cannot be separated. Loving God and loving others, for Jesus, were two facets of the same coin, reinforcing the idea that genuine love is not merely a passive emotion. It is an active, intentional choice. Jesus goes on to extend his teachings, asserting that the authentic love involves seeking the well-being of others without expecting reciprocation, especially from those who are unable to repay. He challenges his followers to love even their enemies, embodying a generosity that mirrors God's character. This sacrificial love became evident throughout Jesus' life, as he consistently served and helped those around him, particularly those who were in need. And he did all of this without seeking personal gain. When Jesus confronted the leaders in Jerusalem, rather than retaliating, he allowed them to take his life, demonstrating love for his enemies, even to the point of death. His followers later proclaimed that God's love was revealed through Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. The Apostle Paul emphasizes this, stating that God demonstrated agape by allowing the Messiah to die for humanity while they were still sinners. Similarly, the Apostle John highlighted God's agape through sending his Son into the world to bring life. In essence, when we boil it down, the Christian faith revolves around trusting a God who is brimming with love for this world. Human existence, according to this perspective, centers on receiving and reciprocating God's love. It creates a selfless, others-focused ecosystem of agape love. It is the core concept of the New Testament. And so as this Advent season comes to a close, may we be inspired by love to demonstrate agape in the same way that God demonstrated it for the entire world. Let us embark on an adventure of selfless, self-giving love for God through love for others.